All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB, where I watch every single clip and break down the most important ones. Today, we've got Caleb Williams, Week 1, Monday Night Football debut against the Vikings. So without further ado, let's jump into the film. First clip we've got for you guys is we are trying for a shot play here. We're trying to hit a little shot play. Vikings defense does a great job of sinking, taking it away. And then we end up just flipping it out to our back. But what you're going to see is they're going to kind of work this little, so you're going to have DJ Moore on this ultra high, right? And then you're going to have Roman here, and he's going to sell it as if he's breaking on that like sail, that little shorter corner route, you could say, like not the ultra high, but instead he's really on a cop route where he starts to break on the corner. And then he sits down. We've got action away, and then Swift is the check down out here. Caleb here, I think, does a really good job, first and foremost, avoiding this rusher. Boom, avoids him. You can see he gets his eyes at the concept, but it's like, this is gobbled up. This is gobbled up. Then he does a good job of getting all the way to his back, flipping that thing out there. And then DeAndre does a really good job of getting positive yards after the catch. I think when you look at some of this stuff on tape, and this is what's going to be hard, is there's a lot of times, there's a lot of new concepts where we're kind of sitting there and we're going, where is I supposed to be versus where they are versus what he's getting coached on doing. For someone who breaks down the Bears a lot, right? Hopefully you guys have been watching for quite some time. You sit there and you go, hey, more or less, I'm learning this offense too simultaneously alongside these guys, where it's like, hey, I think this is probably what the progression is, but you don't always know for certain what guys are getting coached on and what their progression is. With that being said, that's a great check down. Here we've got some desync. This is all in this first drive. We've got some desync, meaning the defense is going to sink back. When you get that sort of sync from a defense, it's almost an auto check down, right? You get guys where they're sitting there and they're 10 plus yards off the ball. You start thinking, hey, this is an auto check down. Hey, this is like a little opposite side, what we would call pistol with a post and an in, where they're getting the in route here with the post route here. Some people call it NCAA. You've got a wide here. You've got a chip wide here. And then you've got your back after the action. He's just going to sit down. But I want you guys to watch the sync from these linebackers. You see how he's darn near. Here's where we started with. We snapped the ball. We got, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's dang near at 10 yards from where we snapped this thing. Okay, you get that sort of sync. Just get it to your back. The more you get it to your back, too, against sync like that, the more you're going to see these linebackers and second-level defenders start to jump these routes. They're going to start to jump on those shorter routes to where then we can start to layer the ball in. So to me, that's one of those where it's like, man, I love that we got to the check down against it, because I think you're going to start to see those guys more aggressively jumping those underneath routes later. We've got that third down throw to Rome. To me, this is, we're going to talk about it later of, hey, there's some guys that it feels like they're open. It feels like we've got a shot to make a play. These are the kind of throws, though. It's like golf, right? You fire a 94, you're 7 transfusions in, but then you make a birdie on 18. So, hey, yeah, your fellas, they want to book another round next week. You take it, right? Because you just made the birdie. These are the throws that keep you coming back. You miss a couple of those down there, right? You miss a couple of the open guys. But shoot, man, there's not a lot of dudes in the NFL that can make this throw. Look at it from the tight. When you look at it from the tight, it's really special. Look at this thing. Gets bumped off his spot. He's got guys. We got full-blown free runners, full speed. Jeez Louise, dude. That's as good as it gets. And then a heck of a catch from Rome, too. And then we're going to cap it off with the scramble TD. Then we're going to cap it off with, we're going to get out. Get everybody taking these in routes. Yeah. Let that one run one more time. That's big time. You can see what they're trying to accomplish here. They're trying to get like a little bit of a China concept. They're trying to get Rome in here and then back out to the corner. They're trying to get Komet in here and then break it in, right? They're just trying to get a little China route. Number 8 does a really good job of just gluing on Rome, but it doesn't matter. Really competitive finish, too. If you see him at the goal line, man. Lowers that shoulder. Really, really, really good competitive finish. Look at this thing. Boom. Just a heck of a competitive finish. Boom. Yeah. That's big time stuff. Okay. So that was the first drive, right? Ends in a touchdown. I'm not sure I don't think we've ever broken down one of those. First drive TD. So finally got a little scripted TD. From here on, team, I don't want to say it gets rough because there's definitely some good in there, but we're going no grade, bad, bad, good, no grade, bad, no grade, no grade, no grade, no grade. Good, no grade, no grade, bad, good, no grade, no grade, good, bad, no grade, good, good, good. So it's like a lot of these too, it's like we're going to sit here and we're going to talk through these concepts, but it's like, man, it's hard to tell. So right here to me, it's like, you know, we got 1st and 10. We got a little play action. We're setting up this kind of a deep spacing concept where we're going to get here. DJ's going to work in. He's on the deep hank. We've got more or less like a curl. We've got our flat. So it's like, to me, I'm like, okay. So right now, do you have him? It's hard to tell, right? You got this backer here. But to me, then you sit there and you move off of that to your deep curl, and it's like, do we have a layer shot here? I don't know. We get to our back. So it's like, for me, it's hard because I don't want to beat him up, right, for getting to his back, you know? But simultaneously, it's like, man, did we have 2 opportunities there on the deep hank or the curl? You know, plus you've got 61 just in your grill, walking your center back. It's hard. And this is what we're going to start to I mean, we got a lot of these where it's like, man, this is hard to tell. Do we say, hey, cut this thing free? Do we say, hey, good job getting to your check down? You know, ultimately that's going to come down to how that room has coached him up, right? How that quarterback room has coached him up and how Ben's coached him up. With that being said, for me, it's like, man, there's a couple of these where he definitely has the arm ability to go out there and make something happen. And there's a couple where we just are left wanting a little bit more, you could say. Left wanting just a little bit more. This one is another one of those where you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, I want you guys to watch the bottom of your screen. You see, we got second and 10. We got a little corner with a sit. Oh, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for me. So you got this. We got this corner route. Boom. We got this sit route, which turns into just smash, right? And then you've got this basic with the shallow, which just turns into drive. I've always read this thing as 1 to 2 to 3. Now, again, we don't know what he's getting coached up on. Remember, we stay on the run against man, and then we settle against zone. Look at that awful handwriting. Okay. But to me, it's like, first and foremost, I'm not sure, or I guess instead of doing the true shallow, they actually do a little Oki twist. I'm not sure what takes his eyes backside. You got cloud, you got cover two. I'm not sure what takes his eyes there, but I do know if we're reading front side, we've got two high safeties, right? So you'd think, man, I love my corner against that, because if this corner gets depth, we've got our sit route. If this corner squats like he is, I can rip this thing in there. Now, it's hard because it's like his eyes are all over the place. He's here, he's one skip, he's reading this concept. And then I guess you could say, okay, hey, it's so cloudy right now that he moves on. But to me, it's like this backer's getting depth to take this away. You would think, okay, well, that's a premier look for that as long as you're there early. Instead, we just kind of miss all of it. So again, it's hard because it's like we don't know what he's getting taught in those meeting rooms, but it just feels like we're not on time to any of the concepts. Like, it seems like we have no shot at all of them. I end up dumping it off and getting a positive play out of it, but it's just tough. And then this is the third down, so now we're in third and short. We've got a run play with a run adjustment outside, and then we're just off target. Run play inside looks pretty good too. You can see this crease. Again, I don't disagree with the fact that, hey, you got one guy out there, but man, if you throw that run adjustment, you better throw it, right? You better be on time. You better be on time. You better be accurate. Yeah, that one's not good. We've got a good here. DJ Moore settles this thing. Caleb reads it out well. Got a 5-hitch ball. Yeah. So this is really just, if you think of it, it's like similar to the old school dagger. We just got kind of a double in off of it. Kind of like a really big in, followed by a rolled in. DJ does a great job settling in space out of his break. Caleb does a great job putting it on him. That's what this Bears offense should look like. Like, that to me is good football. That's not paper football. That's knowing, okay, hey, I can settle here. It's a really good ball. Great catch. And as always, DJ Moore after catch. And get you another 5 to 10. It's a darn good shot. Darn good shot. Darn good shot. Here we've got a no grade with the note is just not sure the read. But so it's like we've got that same concept to a degree where you've got this little rolled in with this sit route. Here we've got the shallow. They make it look like corner, but it's corner stop. His eyes go to the right first. Listen, it doesn't help. We got a free runner. But once we make that guy miss, if we could be scrambling with our eyes up right now, you know, we definitely got to have guys open in the concepts, right? Now, it's again an incredible play, right? He goes out there and he makes a great play. You know, we got DJ Moore sitting there wide open. They beat us with a simple twist or a simple pressure. If he can right here have his eyes up towards DJ, you know, he's ripping this thing. But he's also trying to run away from guys, make a play. It's a great play. It's a great play. You know, now is his footwork supposed to be tied to DJ earlier? I don't know. You know, this is the fourth down. DJ's wide open. We just got to put it on him. Oh, man. Okay, so you got these glances with sits underneath. He's moving this guy this way. So he puts his eyes here to move this guy out. So you see those eyes move him off the spot, creates this wide open window. He just off target. Just off target. Man, that's a tough one. Fourth down. If they hit this, if he hits this just out of his break like he should, right here, right? If they hit this, this game is about to get busted wide open. That's just a bad football. That's all that is. Like, even if you made the argument DJ's supposed to be flatter, which he's not because Rome's running the same dang route backside. Even if you made that argument, it's like that still doesn't help. It's just a bad throw. Caleb struggled to his left last night is one thing that it felt like to me. Just watching it, felt like we had a lot of issues going to our left. And not like scrambling to our left, like just going to our left. This, we've got a great little concept dime. What I mean by that is we got a great play design to get somebody open. We've got this, you know, a variation of XZ read where we've got this deep read route. We sell the flat, we turn it up. He's wide open. A little bit of pressure bumps us off our spot, but right now this ball needs to go to 14. They're the ones we just can't, like, we can't have this many. And again, we get they call holding, so, but that's not why we then overthrow it, right? We just have so many of these where it's like, and we had the one at the end of DJ. We have to convert stuff like this. This cannot be. That just can't be it. That can't be the level that we're going to execute this offense to. Now I got a 3rd and long. Just throw it to DJ Moore. Watch DJ at the top of your screen, guys. He's just on an outcut. He just straight up somehow on 3rd and 12 wins. Ball has to be on him. Ball right now. Your eyes are there. Hitch ball. Hitch ball. Take it. Nope. Not going to convert. And it's like I've got these all marked as no grades because I don't know what Ben Johnson's telling him, but I have a hard time believing if you have DJ Moore isolated backside in a condensed split where he can win against this corner on a, what we would have called in Oklahoma a 6-step speed out where he's right at the sticks. And it's like, hey, they got a 5-man. They're bringing 5. Our protection holds up pretty well. This is 3rd down in the NFL. Our protection's there. Yeah, that one just, I don't know another way around it. It's a miss, right? It's a missed read. It's got to be. I just don't see a world in which. And then here it's like, just give us one more click downfield. The worst part about some of these checkdowns where it's like, hey, we've got the shot play called and we get to the check down is we didn't even hit all of those. Like those were like sprayed. Look at what they're trying to set up here. They're trying to lean the rookie in, set him up, motion out here, boom. But I want you guys to watch. Watch the rookie tight end work, okay? Look, he's covered up, right? Caleb's already off of him. Give him one more click. Because the rookie turns, he realizes, okay, hey, I got this guy dropping. And then look at this. Now he's wide open. Give him one more click. Give him one more click to work. Let these other guys be football players too. Okay, and again, we got as a no grade because it's like, is Ben Johnson telling him, hey, get the ball out of your hand, 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 get the ball out of your hand? Maybe, right? So, is that what's going through his head? But it's like, dag nabbit, man, we got it. And again, I'm not sitting here telling you that our protection was great, right? It wasn't. We had too much push. But, if I'm being honest, it's like I'm coaching my 3rd grader, right? I got my 8-year-old out there playing quarterback. He also is getting push up front. And I'm yelling at him for staying in the pocket. So it's like, if I'm expecting a 3rd grade 8-year-old quarterback to run twins left yo, fake 23 OP, fake F around H flat, and his left guard or, somebody gets pushed into his lap and I say, hey, you got to stay in there and make the throw, then we damn well got to expect it from a first overall generational quarterback, right? So to me, it's like, I don't know what the heck is going on here. But maybe he's expecting him to turn in. But that's just, shoot, man, that looks like we just fired our OC and we got the new guy in there. Our feet are all over the place, too. Feet in our eyes are just, I don't think we're doing the right stuff with our feet in our eyes. Do I know for certain? No, because I'm not sitting in the meeting rooms, but I just don't think we're doing the right stuff with them. All right, team, it is halftime. Really quick for me, please like this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And as always, FTA this thing, which means comment for the algorithm. Also, if you want to support the growth of this channel, I've set up a Patreon. The link is in my description. If you guys jump over there and support the channel, it means the world to me. If you can't, simply subscribe on YouTube. I appreciate that too. And without further ado, let's jump back into the film. And finally, some good. Let's get back into a good mood. You guys could probably tell I was getting a little grumpy. We got a little DJ Moore dime here. Okay, I was getting a little grumped. A little grumped up, as the kids say. Look at this. We're going to motion DJ across the formation, and then we're literally just turning him free on a deep out. We got play action away from it. Or play action towards it, I apologize. Look at that, man. Just turn the corner around. Corner in the National Football League. We're just going to turn you around. We're going to put you on skates. That's what DJ Moore does. That's why, to me, when we have him on a third down isolated, it's like, why not give him a peek? And again, we're just getting backed up into our quarterback at left guard. Maybe anchor yourself a little bit, huh? Me have never blocked, somebody says. Whew, man, what a ball. What a ball. This is what makes some of those misses so frustrating, is you make that one and then, you know. We got 3rd and long here. Okay. You could say, okay, hey, we got a bunch of sink. We don't want to try to force it at any of these stick routes. Fine. We got to get the ball out here with urgency. We can't float this thing. Drive this thing out to your tight end so he has a chance. Instead, we floated up there and all of planet Earth meets at the football. This is another one of those where I think there's an argument to be made to hold on 14 longer down the middle of the field and then reset to DJ. But if they've been coaching him to get the ball out of his hand and prioritize completions, then I get it, right? I get why you make that decision then. Man, this is the tough one for me. This is, you guys are going to see a great scramble. This is a should have been touchdown. If we can protect this up front. I love this design here. So you got DJ on the point. Look at this. He's going to run this post route from here. Again, the pistol concept. Post with an in. And then watch these guys jump it. So right now, boom, we got a touchdown. Look, safety jumps out of the sky. Nobody's on DJ Moore. But then you take a peek back and you say, okay, hey, we know there's a touchdown right here. We got a free runner. So do I think Caleb Williams is good enough to get this ball up right now? Yes. Do I get that you have a free runner jumping at you? Yep. So what do we have to do? We got to scramble because we can't protect. Because our right guard just swings and misses. Maybe we should put Komet at right guard because he's out there blocking his tail off. So, I mean, it turns into a first down, right? It turns into a scramble, first down, but it's tough when you have a touchdown, right? It's tough when you should have a touchdown. Right guard oversets, right tackle gets blown up. Man, because it's right now, DJ Moore's open. Right now, safety jumps it. but 51's in there to blow up the play. Little hammy trying to chase Caleb, but kind of a game-saving play in a way for the Vikings. This one's just a miss in timing with Komet. Again, just looks exactly like the DJ Moore ball. Just body these guys up. We do not need to throw this thing high and lead. We just body them up. Body these balls up over the middle of the field. These are just like you can't have. We just can't have these misses. I don't really have anything else like, and it's bad coaching, right? It's bad coaching from me, but it's like just body it up. Just put it smack dab between the 8 and the 5. Like there's not, if you were going to ask me, if you were going to say, hey, Tim, from what do you think? I think he's too closed off on these backside throws. I think he is substantially too closed down. Like, to me, it's like if you were to say, like, okay, hey, where are his shoulders right now? It's like he's just misaligned, in my opinion. Like, so we're saying this is where this ball's going to end up based on his shoulder alignment. Let's keep the mouse there. Seems about right. To me, it's like, I want to coach him to get wider. I want him to be wider set out here so then he can close his body down. If you think about it as a right-handed quarterback, it's the same thing we're doing. When we're all throwing to this side, when we're all throwing to the right, our shoulders are here and then we're naturally closing down, which means when I'm throwing to the left, I want to get my shoulders wide so that I can naturally close that front side as I'm throwing, right? Yeah. We got a good progression here. We got a really good progression here. This is one of those where you sit there and you go, man, we're playing some football within this offense now. Look at this thing. Oh, this work into the corner. Speed out here. Guys, remember, these are all just different ways of getting to smash. Then we got a deep hank here with the shallow here. Looks to me like he works his corner to the shallow, all the way to the deep hank. That's good stuff. Good stuff, well executed. Let's see what the feet look like from the tight. That's good. Good protection up front. This one is just one I got to talk through because this is just frustrating for me from like the Caleb day. Caleb's been scrambling his tail off. I don't care where you are on the field as a receiver. This is never okay. Just an absolute loaf of a scramble drill. It's like, I want you guys to watch too. Caleb pulls up right now. Imagine if we had been sprinting our tail off to the middle of the field here. And then Caleb was able to pull up. And then let's say he was able to find him sprinting his tail off to where he's more like right here right now. And then drive this thing in here. Right? But no, we're just going to loaf. Don't worry, our quarterback's back here. He's competing his tail off, right? But we'll loaf on the backside of scramble. Despite the fact that we have a guy who is notorious for scrambling around and making a play. We're going to loaf on the backside of it. That makes me so mad. It's terrible. Terrible effort. This one was dang close, man. But again, how many of these throws are we saying, man, we're close? It's that concept. I feel like this concept was open the whole night. I feel like this was the best that this corner played it. And we still almost complete it. You know? So to me, it's like this was the best he played it. It's like, dang, we should have been there earlier in the game to me. And we still almost complete it late in the game. Rome has to make that catch. You get paid to make the tough ones. Everybody can make the easy catches. We get paid to make the tough ones. Those are the ones we have to have. You know, you can sit there and say Caleb should bring it down a little bit, but it's like he's got this corner undercutting it. You know? All right, so now we're all the way to the point where now the Vikings have a substantial lead. We're trying to cut into it. We got Komet up the seam here. It's a heck of a catch by Komet. Oh, boys and girls. That is a catch. That is an absolute beauty. That is a catch. See Caleb's eyes and feet. Eyes work opposite. Get to it. That's a great catch, man. Good football, but unbelievable catch. Had a boy 8-5. This was a huge miss. Just uncovered. That's a huge miss. These are one of those where it's like, as a quarterback, you're coached up. Just put it on him, right? Even if he doesn't score here, just put it on him. What we can't do is be closer to that camera guy than DJ. This is just a bust. They've got, you know, he's really the guy who's running for the love of the game. But this corner just passes him off, and the safety stays on the hash. And he's there. It's brutal. Let's look at it from the tight. He's had too many brutal misses. Caleb knows what he's doing. He's pumping the flat basically with his shoulders. He's saying, I'm going to bait this guy up, and then I'm going to take it, and then... Gosh, man. This, they end up getting an illegal contact, but this ball needs to go to DJ Moore. He's wide out. Like, this is dagger, basically. You got Rome. Rome's taking two guys. We don't need to force it to Rome. Rome's taking the safety and this nickel who's riding him. Rip it in there to DJ Moore. We didn't even need the dang illegal contact. I'm not even sure if Rome's in the progression against single safety. One, two, three, hitch, ball. We got the DJ Moore shot. This is, I mean, they're in basically straight up cover zero. It's not cover zero because they dropped two spies, but they're selling out. It's an 8-man pressure, 3 guys deep. This dude does a great job playing football on the backside and falling off of this just based on Caleb's eyes. Because if he doesn't fall off of this, it's just DJ one-on-one with this guy. DJ catches it, probably breaks the tackle. It's an unreal hit. They got the roughing the passer. They get down there. This is a super competitive run. Just competing. Getting to the pylon. Almost in for a second of the day. And then the last one I got for you guys, we got a scheme dime TD. This is the kind of stuff you expect from a Ben Johnson offense. DeAndre Swift, okay? So they're on alert for this jet sweep. Then we're making it look like jet sweep, fake jet sweep, toss. Instead, it's fake jet sweep, fake toss, little delayed to our back corner, or not the back corner, but the back line. Rome with a great job bluffing the block. Touchdown. That's how that play should look. Let's look at it from the tight, just from the defense's perspective. Man. Oh. And then obviously the end happened. So all in all, where do I sit? Man, that was rough. It was rough because, one, as I said earlier, I'm kind of learning alongside. Right? I'm kind of learning alongside these guys of like, okay, hey, where do I think they're going with this one? Hey, where do I think where should our eyes be? What are we trying to accomplish with this concept? Well, it's a frustrating one to walk away from because there's a lot of plays to be made out there. There's a lot of open guys, whether it's protection holding up, Caleb having his eyes in the right place. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of yards out on that tape. So to me, you get in there, you correct it, you work your tail off, you bounce back for week 2. This was a frustrating one, though. Defense played well until the end. Offense really never got it going, if we're being honest, right? They had their first drive. Then you have the touchdown drive at the end. We have a couple of phantom holds that hurt us, but it's tough to blame officiating, right? We just didn't execute. We just didn't execute at a high level. Like, there's just too much on this tape to then win a game in the National Football League, in my opinion. So you guys comment. You let me know what you thought of the game. And until next time, peace.